The Galaxy M51 is one of the most underrated premium mid-range phones. People generally tend to write it off just because it's got a relatively weak Snapdragon 730G chipset. But if you remember, it performed extremely well in its recent speed test against the Mi 10i. Now, will it be able to produce a similar result against the newly launched Realme X7? The X7 is definitely the superior phone when it comes to specifications, but let's see. Let's not see right now. We have an important message for you from our sponsor, Capes India. Capes India makes these really cool skins, completely changing the look and feel of your device. Of course, they also protect your device from scratches and dings without adding any noticeable weight or thickness to the device. Capes skins come in a variety of colors and textures, so there is something for everyone. They are available for a range of devices including laptops, headphones, cameras, and most importantly, smartphones. They have skins for almost every smartphone out there. So go ahead, check out Capes India, link in the description, and give your device a breath of fresh air. Use the promo code TJOC to get a 10% discount. Now on to the speed test. Note that we are not changing anything in settings. We are leaving everything at their defaults. The main battery saving modes on both phones are turned off, and when it comes to battery optimization for individual apps, there is some sort of optimization process enabled on both phones, like by default. On the Realme X7, it's called the App Battery Management, and on the M51, it's called the App Power Management. Like I said, these are the default settings, and most of the users will not change any of these. That's the reason we are not fiddling with them. It's also worth noting that both phones are running on their respective latest firmware updates. They have the same list of installed apps, they are connected to the same Wi-Fi, and there are no apps running in the background. So let's first check the app opening times. Twitter, the M51 was a tad faster, but negligible difference. The scrolling performance is equally good on both phones. There is no visible lag. Instagram, M51 opens it first. Minor difference. And the scrolling is fine. Next up, Telegram. It's the Realme X7, but again, we are just nitpicking here. By the way, join our Telegram channel for video intros, gadgets for sale, and mini giveaways. Link in the description. Google Maps. Both phones were equally fast. Let's open some location so that we can check later if it stays on the same page. Swiggy, almost equally fast. Just blurred some sensitive information, don't mind that. Again, let's open a restaurant menu. Later we'll check if the app reopens to the same page. YouTube, the M51 loaded it a bit faster. Let's play a video and come out. Spotify, both phones were equally fast. Let's now open a music track and move on to Prime Video. The M51 opened the app a bit faster. Let's scroll through the UI again. Next up, Genshin Impact. This is one of the heaviest games available on the Play Store. This contest is getting more exciting now. The Realme X7 opens it first. The M51 is slower by more than 4 seconds. Among Us, we just included this for namesake. It's a very light game. Both phones were equally fast to open it. Subway Surfers. It's the Realme X7 again. Call of Duty Mobile, almost equally fast, considering that there was a 2-second delay to select the Google account in between on the Realme X7. Let's now get back to the home screen and open phone and messages. Nothing major to comment here. Next up, Google Chrome. Both apps open equally fast. The thumbnails also loaded pretty much at the same time. Camera app. The Realme X7 opens it first. Both the M51 and Realme X7 have been neck to neck throughout this app opening round, barring 1 or 2 apps. Now, let's see how the background app management is. Remember, we played that video on YouTube, we opened a location on Maps, started a game of Subway Surfers, etc. Let's see if they continue from there or reload from scratch. Let's start from Call of Duty Mobile. Both the phones have the game in the memory. Let's fast forward to the next one, Subway Surfers. Again, no issues on either phone. Genshin Impact, same, but the M51 responds a bit quicker if you watch closely. The Realme X7 reloads Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, the M51 does hold the edge, managed to keep every single app open in the background. Anyway, let's now move on to the internet speed test. Pressing go at the exact same time. The Realme X7 is faster. Upload speeds are faster too. Do note that I have a 300 Mbps connection from ACT FiberNet, and these phones are around 12 feet away as well as one wall away from the router. Redoing the test, this time one after the other. Same result, not a huge difference, but the Realme X7 wins. Next up, we'll do a video render test. I'm using Viva video editor to get it done. The same video has been loaded onto both phones. It's the exact same project. The speed of the footage is set to 50%, and we are going to render it in 480p resolution. This is the real test for the chip underneath. Snapdragon 730G versus Dimensity 800U. On paper, the 800U has a faster CPU as well as GPU. This should paint a picture about the difference in the overall performance of the chips. Okay, this is mind-blowing. The Samsung M51 is way ahead. It has finished rendering in just 23 seconds. The Realme X7 has taken another 20 seconds, almost 2 times slower. One more test before we conclude, fingerprint scanner speed test. You can simply tap or press the power button on the M51 because it uses a capacitive fingerprint scanner, but on the Realme X7 you have to wake the screen and then place your finger on the scanner. So that's one extra step, so it takes a bit longer to unlock. However, in real life usage, we all just race to wake and the fingerprint scanner area lights up, and then you can just tap on the fingerprint scanner to unlock it. But yeah, with the M51, by the time you raise the phone, it's already unlocked. So if you just compare the fingerprint scanners, the X7's in-display scanner seems faster, but practically speaking, the side-mounted scanner is simply a faster implementation by nature. We are almost done with the video. Let's quickly reboot the phones. Fast forwarding again. Well, the Samsung M51 takes this round too. So overall, we'd have to give it to the Galaxy M51. It was the better of the two when it came to app opening, performance, background app management, video rendering, as well as reboot times. However, if you watched every test closely, the X7 lost only by a small margin for the most part. Like in the RAM management round, it failed to load only 2 apps. And in the app opening round, the X7 loaded some games a lot quicker. One more thing, the Realme X7 has 5G support, so a year or two from now when 5G arrives in India, the X7 will have faster data transmissions on 5G, obviously. So while the M51 takes the crown, the X7 is no slouch, and we'll settle things between them in a camera comparison video, which the Meet and I will also be joining. Yes, it's a 3-way camera comparison. I think it's already uploaded. You can watch it here. So subscribe and hit the bell icon. That's it. Check out our sponsor, Capes India, for those super cool skins. I don't have one on any of these, but I'll install them soon. That's it. Thanks for watching. This is Ashwin Sundar, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.